It's about time. It's about time. I've been wondering, isn't Nneka Ogwumike the president of the Wnba Association, representing the players and all of that? Where have you been? All we've been seeing is Nafisa Collier bomb on Kathy Engelbert at the exit interview, going on Kamala Harris and all types of other platforms, bombing on Kathy Engelbert while refusing to take a meeting and actually negotiate so that there could be a 2026 season. I was wondering why. Where is Nneka? Aren't you like the top of the top? Finally, we hear from the president of the Wnbpa, and it does not look good. We are about to have a lockout for the 2026 WNBA season. This is sad. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video for your boy. Listen, all we've been hearing is Nafisa Collier blast Kathy Engelbert. Kathy Engelbert has made the damn news, y'all. She's all over the news. Stephen A. Smith is bombing on her. And everybody with a platform has been destroying Kathy Engelbert. Listen, you guys are a little bit late. Not even a little bit. You're 2 years late because we've been saying all of these things that you are complaining about. We've been saying it for 2 years. We've been saying this stuff. It seems like there's no negotiations going on, but hey, don't take it from me. Let's take a listen at what the president of the Wnbpa, Nneka Ogwumike, had to say as far as where we stand with everything.
On these things publicly. So real quick, for those that haven't seen this update, which I don't know how, if you follow the WNBA, you haven't, Nafisa Collier gave a statement, a 4-minute statement, essentially calling out leadership, calling out Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner. Kathy Engelbert then had a press conference, essentially denying some of what Nafisa said there was a meeting with Nafisa the next week. A couple days later, Nafisa then cancels this meeting. So this is where we are currently, just to give you a quick update. How have you, what's your thoughts on the whole back and forth of it all?
Well, I mean, I think what Nafisa did was an exceptional display of that leadership, of speaking truth to power in a way that she can be heard. You know, we've had players do it in the past. We've had teams do it in the past. And today, this is where we're at, and this is not where we want to stay. And I think that that's exactly why she's a member of our executive committee. I agreed with what Nafisa said. You know, I think everybody has a way of communicating what they said, and I think she really spoke a lot of the sentiments that the players had been expressing, many of which, to be honest, were conversations that have been had, not publicly, with leadership. But she took it upon herself to use her platform in a way that was monumental and is going to contribute to the transformational change that we're going to see.
But,
you know,
but it's monumental. And yeah, Kathy Engelbert deserved to be blasted at that exit interview, whatever. You know, I just didn't like her dropping the Caitlin Clark thing because I feel like that's something you could have reached out to Caitlin Clark if you cared like that. You could have, the fact that she found out when everybody else did is a little bit sad and ridiculous to me. It's a little disingenuous to me. But you keep saying this is going to lead to a transformational thing. You guys aren't negotiating. Nafisa Collier has said she's refusing to negotiate. It's almost like you guys are playing the card of we're refusing to negotiate until Kathy Engelbert gets fired. But Adam Silver has come out and said he thinks Kathy Engelbert has done some good things in this league and she's not going anywhere. So how are we getting anywhere with you guys not negotiating, not taking meetings? How are we getting to a transformational CBA? Y'all don't even want to have meetings. I don't get how, where is the progress in any of this? I don't know.
I think that there was still a level of, there's still much to be wanted from Kathy's comments. And I understand that we're not just in the middle of negotiations, but, you know, the playoffs are happening. You're trying to run leagues. You know, we have maybe perhaps the largest.
The playoffs are happening, trying to run leagues. No, Nafisa Collier's trying to run a league. You're not running the league. Look, bro, Unrivaled, Nafisa Collier running Unrivaled, trying to run league. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. That don't have nothing to do with the WNBA. That don't got nothing to do with Kathy Engelberg. That's her business over there. You handle that over there. That don't have nothing to do. It's a bunch of players who play in this league who are not a part of Unrivaled. So now they're not getting the WNBA situated. That's not fair for the other players. That's not in Unrivaled. That's not fair. Come on now.
Free agency on the precipice once this deal gets done.
It's the largest.
Yeah.
You all are free agents.
We are all free agents. And so there's a lot on the line. And I think that's why Nafisa spoke up, you know? She definitely spoke to things that we talk about on the EC, and it's amazing as well for someone like her and for someone like Stewie to be in a position to kind of peek into what it's like to run a league. And I think that that's the advantage that we have in having players like that who are creating more opportunities and creating the growth that we want to see. For us to be able to do the same thing for the league that we all love and the league that we all play in.
Yeah. Something else Megan and I talked about.
Man. Yeah, it's a lockout, y'all. They over here been talking about Unrivaled, bro. Damn, bro. It's a lockout. No 2026 season, bro. This is wild.
Yesterday was this idea of trust, right? Trust in these negotiations. It needs to be built. It needs to be sustained for really any negotiation to be successful. This is also something that Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, spoke about recently. What did you think of his comments?
I disagree that it's personal. You know, we've been saying this from the beginning. I think maybe perhaps even since opt-out, it's business.
It has turned a little personal, though, because y'all talking about things that don't have nothing to do with the business. Y'all talking about her sending y'all birthday cards. Y'all mad that she didn't send y'all a birthday card. Y'all mad that she didn't send you a wedding gift. Like, y'all, that has nothing to do with the actual CBA and the actual business. So it does seem a little bit personal.
You know, that's certainly the mantra that's been imparted upon us from the league. You know, this is business. I think that you can take it personally if you, perhaps, naturally in a negotiation, you don't like what's being said, but you and I have been there. Yeah, it feels personal at times, but it's business at the end of the day. And I think that our players have been doing an amazing job. Our union members have been doing an amazing job of displaying our knowledge about the business and understanding where we want to see it go, which is for it to grow and for us to be represented in that growth moving forward. So I understand that, relationships have to be mended in negotiations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I think it's quite simple, really. Yeah. So taking a lot of the emotions that perhaps you have out of it can be alleviated in the negotiations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's cooked. It's cooked, y'all. It's cooked, man. It's cooked. They talking about mend it in the negotiations. Y'all not taking meetings and negotiating. I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. 2026 season is cooked. Y'all just heard from Wnbpa president, Nneka Ogwumike. She's 100% with Nafisa Collier. So, hey, we'll see. We'll continue to keep you updated along this roller coaster ride that is the WNBA. The deadline to get a deal done is this month. Maybe they'll do an extension. Maybe not. We shall see. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think about this. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.